welcome you back. We are in our lounge now with head softball coach Joe Evans. Texas A&M just went out to California to compete in the prestigious Mary Nutter Classic. A&M a good showing out there, going 3-2 against elite competition. Coach Evans and the Aggies ranked in the top 10. 7 home games this week at the friendly confines. And I know that's got to feel pretty good when you travel out there and face the kind of competition you just did. Getting back home is always nice.
Yeah, it's nice to be home. It's a long weekend. You play 5 games in 3 days, and it's all crammed in really tight. So it's always fun to get home and play here.
Yeah, what was your assessment? Like we said, 3-2 at the Mary Nutter Classic. That's always a big-time event. You're going against the best. Do you like the results and how your team came out of it?
Well, I feel like 4 out of 5 games we played really well. We competed well. We did what we needed to do to have a chance to win games. The one loss against Nebraska was frustrating as we didn't play well. We made some mistakes. We just didn't compete like I wanted us to. But overall, I thought our team did a good job. I think we learned a lot about our ball club. We got a chance to play great teams. And, you know, the Washington game, we end up extra innings with a chance to win that. And so, all in all, I think it was a really productive week for us.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things about this group is there's a ton of experience. You go to the College World Series last year in Oklahoma City. You get a lot of that back. Are you seeing maturity earlier in the year and maybe a little earlier than it could come in other years when you're trying to mix what's old and what's new?
Yeah, I see maturity in our ball club. We're certainly not perfect. You know, we make some mistakes that I think as a veteran team we shouldn't make. So, but those are physical things. But as far as maturity and composure and how we handle ourselves and how we fight no matter what, I see us being a very experienced, composed, mature team. So we have some young players who are still trying to figure it out a bit, which is absolutely normal. But in terms of how we manage challenging situations that we put ourselves in at times, I think we do a good job with that.
Mm-hmm. One thing, and you mentioned this a few years back, and it's a little bit of a change with the way things work. Softball's not just throwing one dominant pitcher out there anymore. And I look at your rotation, you can throw some arms at people. Do you like the way it's working in the circle?
I do. I think our pitching staff did a great job. In fact, you know, even the Nebraska game, I thought Trinity Harrington threw really well, and we just didn't make plays behind her and really didn't execute on offense real well. But in terms of 5 games with all the pitchers that we threw, every one of them did a really nice job. I'm seeing a lot of really positive things out of our pitching staff.
And like we said, you're going to play 7 home games this week. And particularly Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you've got your own tournament coming back to College Station. You've played a few of these already this year. But the competition is something to look at here because Utah, your former school, Texas State, and Louisiana Tech will arrive in College Station to play you. That's 3 teams that were in the NCAA postseason last year.
Yeah, it's such a tough field. And, you know, you got all 4 teams that competed in the NCAA tournament. And Texas State, we know well. They came to our place, and we played them. Utah, of course, my alma mater, I watched them closely, and they were 1 game away from the College World Series. And La Tech, really well coached and got some really good athletes. And so it's going to be really challenging. It's funny, we go to Palm Springs, and you got the #1 team and several ranked teams, and then come home, it's like, wait a minute, just because all of these teams aren't ranked in the top 20, 25, Utah is. But, you know, it doesn't mean it's not going to be really tough.
Mm-hmm. Well, we thank you for the time. Good luck this weekend. We'll continue to follow you as SEC play approaches.
All right, thanks a lot.
Joe Evans right here in 12th Man Studios. We're back in just a bit.